Very good morning, my friends. This is Jenna filming from the city of San Antonio, Texas. Welcome you in this beautiful new makeup tutorial day. Today, friends, the table is full of new luxuries. Today, specifically, we're going to be working with this new gorgeousness from Christian Dior. I got the 2 palette and the luminizer. I didn't got the bronzer for reasons, friends. The bronzer was completely sold out, but for the purpose we're going to be using this beauty. The jumbo size is a Dior Forever Nude Bronze. I'm very happy we're going to be using this. It's a new release as well. Friends, I'm speechless, completely speechless. You know that at just 1 week of the releases of the Pink and Coral Riviera, right? The DIORSHOW 5 colors, the luminizer, the only luminizer, all limited edition. At 1 week of getting this, they right away release the neutral palette that you can see on the website. I don't follow, pretty much all these releases thing unless then I see something that is going to benefit me. And the shade that I'm using for my concealer right now, friends, of the brand is Givenchy. I've been speaking about this formula before. It's the 305 Cool. Is from Givenchy Prisma Libre concealers. Beautiful, friends, beautiful product. My friends, since my face is almost done, not completely, I need the bronzer. I'm not using contour lately because as we are coming to summer, my face is going to have the tendency to get tan. So I start with this Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury in shade Pale. So I did apply this as my primer today, and on top the beautiful new launch from Guerlain Terracotta Lutine is the Glow foundation, okay, 2.5. Let us start doing the face completely. You are new to my channel, my friends. I don't like to powder my face with setting powder, okay? I'm going to proceed with the 3010 bronze, so you will see the difference, my friends, okay? With a tiny little bit, look at this, how the face change. The difference with this gorgeous new formula Christian Dior gave us, I couldn't be more excited and happy, and I've been using this product really often. So even though I apply a tiny little bit on my jawline, just to define a little better the angle of my jaw, okay? Not really high, okay, because you can create a shadow on your actual face and you don't want, okay? Unless then you are using it for correction. If you have this like a double chin there, I also recommend to hit that area with a tiny little bit of your bronzer. Wow! The product, diffuse and melt as an airbrush product. Very pretty. Highly recommending this formulation. Very highly recommending the formula. This is one of the new releases from Christian Dior. So this is the order I got from Christian Dior. Again with this pouch, linen pouch, full of gift. Chris Dior. Oh my. If you are traveling, friends, these bottles are so convenient. Look at this. So this is a sample of the J'adore L'Or, and this is the size. Then you can find it actually at Dior Boutique. I saw it actually a few days ago. Christian Dior just launched Like I'm saying, this was the very first release, including the Glow Luminizer 004 Coral Glow. Beautiful linen, you know, or fabric. Some people are kind of scared and you can stain this. Come with a beautiful logo from Christian Dior and the tiger animal there, as you can observe, okay? All of my videos are filmed 4K using 70% of natural light, friends, and 30% of artificial light for the purpose of the image. The 00 Coral Glow is this amazing shade that I call them often hybrid, okay? You can observe tiger on the bottom. Some people are scared that you're going to, you know, to destroy the beautiful. It's like a 3D tiger, but you buy your product to be used. Look at this stunning color, friends. Wow, it's super soft. Let us say you want to diffuse it. Okay, we're going to do it right now. And I want to use this as my blush. And for the purpose, I'm going to be using the 102 from BK Beauty brush. And I'm going to dab, not buff, dab. Look how much product you can get. If you buff, you're going to be wasting your product, my friend. So 2 dabs on the palette and look how much. So I'm going with everything and I'm going to start applying it from the high point of my cheeks. And let us see, first time I'm trying this beauty. I couldn't be more excited. Every time Christian Dior is launching blushes, illuminators, or luminizer, friends, because the exquisite formulation that they produce is just gorgeous. The shade had a sheer finish. Oh my. Doesn't enhance texture. I honestly would like to say that these have all of the definition that we can talk about a gel powder form product. This is going to give you a very delicate, you know, touch and subtle touch of color. Is not going to give you a lot. This is the most you are going to go. The formula, look, whatever I pick on the brush is deposited as an airbrush finish. It started amazingly well. And I zoom my camera so you can observe the performance of this beauty. I'm going to start demo this palette, which is the 974 Pink Riviera limited edition, DIORSHOW 5 colors. It is a bright pink with a range of cool shades. Okay, this is the definition of Pink Riviera. So I really want to create a bold look, right? And I want to do another makeup look using all of the shades. You don't have to use all of the shades. Okay, many people are being, you know, with a heartache because they don't want to destroy, you know, the motif. This design is adorned with a house hallmark toiled jewel, revealing the delicate detail of the motif from right to left, as I just explained, at one swatch. This is the very soft shade, okay? It's a beautiful shade and you can use as a transition shade and have pink particles in it. It's very soft. Then we come to the pink, more solid matte shade. So this is what I see on the cool tone shade, and this is that red brick there. So this is the swatches of 974 Pink Riviera. So you have different angles to observe the beauty of this palette. The formulation, friends, as I swatch, they are creamy. Okay, they're extremely creamy. Friends, I'm not exaggerating, but it's so beautifully gorgeous. Creamy, soft. The product, you know, the swatch is sliding into my skin with no trouble, friends. Oh my. So in the second palette, friends, we're going to be reviewing today the plastic tray that protect the palette and the two utensils, as we already know. Okay, one sponge and one hair. And this is Coral Riviera. It is a vibrant coral accompanied by warm tone. Both palettes are unique. Formula is very creamy, easy to diffuse, doesn't present fallout. You can tell side by side that this one is providing a vibe of a cool tone shade, and this is more warmer in shade. You need to go slightly bit deep on the shade, but they are super creamy, making a separation over there, so we understand that one is Pink Riviera and Coral Riviera. This very pale shade, champagne shade, friends, had a delicate golden finish that can be used perfectly, you know, as a purple light or transition. I have this golden, and again, oh my, look at this, friends, because I want for you to observe how this product diffuse. And this one, look at this, friends. So you can tell that this palette is way warmer in shade, but this coral shade, friends, is those kind of hybrid. It's a bright peachy coral shade. It's not completely peach, but definitely the palette is more warmer in tone. That particle golden touch every shade have, you know, on top, because that is what make this palette so unique. They are not pure shades, like a pure color, like a pink, brown, coral, have a touch, you know, because of the motif they did on the palette. They have a second shade, all of them except for the center shade, which is the matte pink. So the brushes I'm going to be using for today's makeup look, friends, I would love to start using the Chanel, the 200 dual ended, and the 204, which is the blending brush. Okay, let us see how this performs with these brushes. It's very pretty. So we're going to start applying all over, friend, the pink shade. Look the saturation. just dabbing, okay, so you can have an idea how this is going to behave on your eye. But even though that looks so crazy, you know, on the brush, look how much I can go. I'm going to take it above the crease for the reason of my deep set eyes. What a beautiful pink, friends. Even then look and seems kind of scary on the pan because you don't know what to expect. Look at this, at the saturation of this product, friends. You can do perfectly a one-on-one look with this shade. It's not producing any fallout. Super silky. I hope and you are observing the performance on this. So I'm taking this all the way to the inner, taking advantage of the shape of my eyes. So we're speaking about a one and done look. And I'm going to use this shade that is on the corner, this very pale shade that you can observe here. And I'm going to apply a tiny little bit of that product on the inner and on my eyebrow. Let us see how this perform, okay? I hope that you can observe very well what is happening here. Yeah, definitely it's like a baby pink. Look like a shimmery shade. You know, these products are perfect to be work, you know, dry or wet, even though on the information from Christian Dior doesn't specify anything. But if you want a better payoff, you know, of the product, not bad to be work, you know, wet. And the way that this look it is at the moment, you can perfectly go out, apply mascara, and I'm going to be using YSL, the Lash Clash Mascara. You want to have an idea, my loves, how you can work with that shade and look kind of intimidating, but it's nothing to be afraid of because the shade is nothing but stunning. I did apply the mascara, friends. The shade couldn't be more stunning, honestly. So with this kind of shade, and is, I call it like a brick, coppery, bronzy, gold, have a little bit of everything. I'm going to apply it just in the 1/3 of my outer, but on the lower, because I really want to see what is going to be the effect of this. The color looks super scary. The way that the formula melt into a shadow, friends, it is just insane. If I have to say something positive about Christian Dior, you know, creating the best formulation on shadows, I have to be fair and telling you this, because it is true. I'm creating just a little bit of dimension on this portion, okay? If you want to apply on the inner corner, friends, this is super soft shade. I'm going to do it right now. Using the same brush, I like it because it's very tiny, so I can have access to these tiny areas, okay? It is a shimmer. Yeah, I can see it better on top of the pink than by itself. By itself had just a wash of color. How gorgeous it is, friends, working with this formula. As you understand, friends, you can apply eyelashes or individuals. So we're going to proceed and work on this eye. And I'm going to continue using the same brush, but now I'm going to start on my outer, working with this shade, and I call it red brick. We're coming to all of the shades. Look at this. How beautiful is this color, friends. Oh my. Look at that. Oh my friends, this shade evoke like a sunset. Coral. I can see some peachiness in it. Coppery and gold. So on the center, a bronzer, this one goldish shade, and this one is that cool like a mauve rose. Have your own statement. Look at this. So let me apply it tiny, little bit of this movie shade just here, just as a dot. Super easy to incorporate the shade into each other, and definitely I'm going to do this soft shade, which is the gold on the center as a connection. Oh, that is giving a gorgeous transition to the eye. Oh my, oh my. Look at the transition, friends. I haven't touched, the blending issue on this eye because it's helping by itself. Wow, definitely this is more like an evening eye makeup look. On the inner, I'm going to apply this beautiful baby, like a baby doll pink shade there, again on my inner, okay? So with this palette, friends, these are summer releases. So this is a fun, gorgeous, delicate, sophisticated shade. I think it's just gorgeous, friends. And you can, of course, provide more dimension to the outer as you decide. Let me see this one from Prada. Mahogany. Oh, friends, look at this. Okay, let's go with mahogany. This is mahogany from Prada lines. I found this product super stunning, friends. This is one makeup look, one eye look, done pretty much with all of the colors. And the first eye look I did using pinks with this palette. How stunning it is. Definitely the deepest shade, friends. Obey. If you want to see it that way, evoke to me, this kind of sunset eye makeup look. It's so elegant, friends. And this one is like a daily, more sophisticated, outgoing eye makeup look, friends. Yet delicate. Even though the color look kind of intimidating on the palette, if you can perfectly are looking for a fresh, delicate, sophisticated, elegant eye makeup look, friends. Oh, elegant, delicate, modern. And you are looking something with more statement, evening, sunset, eye makeup look. Formulation wise, better than Chanel. I did use Prada line in mahogany shade and tone 4. on cream shade for the waterline, lower waterline on this eye. The rest of the eyes, it is sustainable by itself. Now, you want more statement on the cheeks, friends. You know what I'm thinking? Look, I have this shade. I haven't used it. It's the first time I'm showing to you because I was waiting for summer, you know, to come. But it is the number 42, right? If I don't mistake, it's BABYDOLL from YSL, Make Me Blush. Is more of the vibe of a cool tone. And I have this other one, the 87. The 87 as well, friends. Look at this. This is cool tone and this is more warmer in shade. So on one cheek, I can do the lavender shade here, just setting a little bit. This one. Even though on the screen, look at the one dab, look really scary, but let me tell you, from the high points. And this is matte, which is going to be stunning because underneath we have something sheer, luminous. Look at this. You want to be more creative? Look at this. So on the other cheek, let us use the number 87 from Make Me Blush. It's a recent launch from YSL. So as you can see, this shade is more warmer in shade. So I'm basically applying the color very high on my cheek with one time dab. Look, friends, 42, 87. I'm going to be listing all of the product I've been using for the creation of this two stunning eye makeup look. So the ways in which you can play, friends, with your product are endless, and it's going to depend 100% on your creativity, 100%, you know, on the way that you want to combine layering product. So this is what we're doing, basically layering product. So for my lips, Rouge Coco Flash from Chanel, the shade 272 Rosa. Rouge Coco Flash 272 from Chanel and shade Rosa. New shades. And the makeup look is complete, friends. Look at this. The nurturing properties of this product, friends, then Chanel launch is just stunning. You know, I ordered a couple of more shades because I love the formulation. So it's very nurturing, very hydrating. Please subscribe, like, and comment to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you like the content of my channel, friends, other than just showing new product from the high luxury houses. So they are bombarding us again with so much. But okay, it's not a complaint. It is just, I want to give you options, my love. You want something, you know, for a daily or evening wear, or both, can serve for both things. So thank you so much, and I'm going to proceed with the second makeup look.